Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with my fairy treasures. Okay, you guys, I wanted to share some art cards with you guys. Just one second, let me take a drink of tea. I want to share some art cards. I have like 4 or 5 to share. Dede Willingham, I found her through, I'm trying to think what, Nana J, and she has a number. Most of you guys know who she is. Nana J, and there's a number, 54, I think. Anyway, I had watched one of her videos. I love watching her videos. And she had made some of these art cards. And so then I looked up Dede Willingham, and actually I've subscribed to her station. I don't know why I haven't been watching her. But anyway, I discovered her again. And she has the best technique for everything. For drawing, for collaging with paint, which is this technique. She just teaches you in abundance. She's basically an art school when you watch her her videos. She streams live. Oh, what is that called? Maybe it'll come to me. But if you go to Dede Willingham to one of her and you subscribe to her station, under each video she tells you where you can go for her live streams. And I'm trying to think of the name of that darn website. It might hit me. But like I said, you can just go there and get that. Plus, I'll put Dede Willingham in the link below. Okay, so what she shows you how to do is you can take an index card. You can take the size of the ATCs that we're all doing for the pocket letters, that size. Or you can make a big, huge poster like this technique. Or you can do it 8 by 10. Whatever you want to do on like a heavy cardstock. Actually, I just did this on an index card, and right now it looks like, you know, it needs to straighten out a little bit, which it will. When I'm basically done with it. Just one second. Let me just make sure I'm still in frame. Oh, that looks absolutely horrible. Okay, guys, just a second. I had the lighting just perfect. I shouldn't have messed with it. Okay, that's probably as good as the lighting is going to get. There's a, I put a glazing medium over the cards, so it's sometimes, okay, yeah, I put a glazing medium so the light reflects off the cards. Okay, so anyway, this is her technique of how to create these art cards, and I absolutely love it. She takes things out of magazines, and then she uses paint on top of that. So, for example, this was, I think, from a newspaper I had ripped out from a long time ago. This right here is something from a magazine. I don't even remember what the heck that was. This right here is actually a piece of jewelry, like a ring or something. And I'm using that like a little, like some like building. Like a building in like space, kind of. And so that's why I attached this here. This was, I don't know, this was like, I think like a pipe that you smoke tobacco out of, I think it was. Was it? I think. But see, this, as you can see, they're all different type of things. Okay, like this. This was a cuff bracelet made out of shells. And I made that look like a fence that's in front of like the city. Then I have this butterfly, which was a napkin flying around. I have little shooting stars shooting out everywhere. I have the ocean down here. I have the ocean waves hitting up against the fence that's made out of the shell bracelet. So you see what I'm saying? These are the things. Down here I had put some, I think I had put the same scene here, down here, but then I painted over that whole thing. Oh, that's the other thing. When you glue on your pieces, your magazine pieces, or book pages, whatever you want to do, napkins, whatever, use the glazing medium, and then after you glaze them on to stick them onto your surface, to your paper, then use your glazing medium over it. And what that allows you to do, it makes the paint so smooth. It just glides and blends right over it. It's such a paintable surface. And if you don't like what you just did, you can just wipe it off, because it takes a little bit of time for it to dry. But then if you use your heat gun, it dries really quick. So it's just fabulous. This whole thing right here with the way the waves are and the ocean waves splashing up and the little, I learned all that from her recently. I know how to do water, but not like this. This is a better technique. And it's not like I'm the best at it yet, but I'm just saying I really learned a lot from her. The shooting stars, I learned from her. So anyway, let me go next. Oh, and this is the other thing. When you're done, okay, see the back of the card, these art cards, because you can send these to people. She paints hers a flat black, and then what I'm going to do in gold is stamp, like, I'm going to send these out for Christmas for sure. So these are going to be my Christmas cards. So I may say Merry Christmas on the back. So I'll paint this a flat black, and then in gold I'm going to emboss Merry Christmas on the back, which I think would be really pretty. But you can do whatever message. If you're just going to send this for a birthday or just send it to a friend or whatever. And then these will flatten out. Like after you put that black on the back of there, then you can just put these inside of a book and just get them flatter. And they're getting flatter as I keep making them flatter. So, okay, next one. And you guys, each one of these I'm going to have to look at the camera and the lighting, and because I have that, oh, I didn't say, at the end, what you want to do is, do I have it in here? I don't. Any type of varnish, I think she uses Delta Coat, and that's what kind I had too. Varnish all your cards, because it will make it so they're not sticky, and it just adds a really nice sheen on there. And that's the sheen that's reflecting with my lighting in the room, which is just perturbing me. Okay. Just trying to get my cards a little straighter. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so let me look at my lighting here really quick. Oh, this one looks good with the lighting. Thank God. Okay. Because the other one was a nightmare. Okay, let me have some of my tea again. Okay, this one again, I used a index card. And this isn't the regular size index card. These are the little bit larger index cards. A little bit larger ones. I get them at the dollar store. Okay, again, this is all magazines here. This here, and those here, like the little planets. What you do is you don't, right here, if you know this is going to be like your, this is going to be the sky part of your project, and you need like kind of brighter colors to make little planets, you can put different colored stuff up here. Like, let me just show you something. Okay, like this. See this flower? You want bright colors in that sky area up there. So you just start putting all kinds of bright colors there. And that's what I did. Then I took blue and I started just putting some blue in. Just so it started looking like some sky there. But I wanted to look like a plant, like, you know, it's up in space. So then after that, I went ahead and took paint bottles and went around, traced the paint bottles and made circles with a white paint pen around here and then one over here. So now what's showing through is the different colors of collage pieces that I put on here as the background. Then I took black paint and I started really going in between to make it look like space. But at the same time, still leaving some of that color in the color that was already there. And then I messed with it and put more color on top of color. Oh, darn it. I was just perfect with the lighting. I had to touch it. Okay. Sorry about this, you guys. You can see how shiny these cards are. Okay. Which is great for like sending them out. They're going to feel so nice and neat, but then to film them is a little bit hard. I didn't think it'd be so hard to film them. Okay, right here was, oh, you can't even tell anymore. This was like a pair of men's shoes right here, and you can't even tell anymore. They were sitting like this. And I put those here. This is a ship that I cut out and put here, and then this is like a little Asian dude with some type of headpiece on. Okay, after I had done the water, and the water was splashing up onto the boots, for some reason what showed me, and this is what she likes to tell you, is start looking at the picture and going, doesn't that look like a mountain right there? And I looked at my picture, I'm like, yeah, that does look like a mountain right there. So she tells you to ask these questions to yourself. So she taught me this technique of taking a little bit of white, just like that, and then just going like this. Little white there. And that makes a little waterfall. Instant. Out of a boot. Who would know? And then these little people I put right in here. It's just a dot and then a little line down. And you probably can't see it, but these little people are at the right here in between the waterfall. Okay, then down here, I'm going to come down here real quick. I did the water. And I like this water better than I like the other water that you saw in my last one. But I really learned a lot from her with the water. She has a video where she shows you how to do water and clouds. Well, all her videos, she tells you how to do water and clouds. So you're learning all the time different techniques, how to do them. Definitely check it out. And I love how this water turned out. I was able to do the waves here. And then it's splashing up onto the boat. So now I brought in this boat into the whole scene. Also, this person that was put on top of the boat, I brought them into the scene because the water's splashing up on the person. And it's splashing up on the mountains. And then this little headpiece right here, I have these little tiny people. You can barely see them. Like they're walking across, you know, a mountain, which is his little headpiece. So, okay. I love how that one turned out. Okay, love this one. This one's a little more simple, but really cool. I like how it turned out. Okay, let me look at my camera really quick. Okay. I really liked how this lady looked, so I was like, I have to use her. I don't know why I liked how she looked, but I did. So what I did is I took the picture of her, cut it out. And then, you know how they have those black and white pictures, but like only certain parts will be like pink? Well, I took my alcohol marker and just did that really quick. Okay. And then this right here are roses that I cut out, that I fussy cut out of a garden magazine, which is a great way to get a bunch of flowers if you're garden magazines or garden books. And I have a bunch of gardening books that I got a long time ago. I pick them for $4 or $5 at Borders where they go on clearance, and I never do anything with them. So you know what I'm doing? I'm ripping them to shreds, and I'm putting them into my collages now. So this is another rose right here, which I think looks so good on the bottom here. And I kind of put that over like her stomach area. So it kind of brings the whole picture. Back here, this is some scrapbook paper I used. This is some scrapbook paper I used, and then this is some dictionary paper I used. You know, I had some, oh, okay, there we go. I had some ocean sounds on, which is so nice to have. Okay, just a second, guys. Sorry about that. Hopefully that comes up. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, so anyway, I love how this one turned out. I think it turned out really, I think this looks really cool. And I love how her headpiece. Just a second, guys. Sorry about that. That's what I'm talking about. You guys know it's a commercial before I can get to the ocean part. Anyway, I just loved how this one turned out. And I love how I did the roses as her headpiece. So, kind of like, looks like Finnebar when we take the hair and replace the hair with, like, flowers and jewels and all that. So, okay. Love how that one turned out. Here's another one. This was actually the first one I did. Let me look in the camera and see how that looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but there's a lot of shine on it. Just a second, let me see if I can get the shine off of this so we can see it a little bit better. Oh, that's better. Okay, cool. Okay. Again, what did I do here? I glued this dude on, which I think he just looks so cool. I had a Native American book, a really nice book. I mean, you guys probably were just ready to shoot me that I tore it up, but it's a book that's been around since my kids were little, and I've had it forever, and no one's reading it. It just sits there. So I started tearing into it. So that's where I got the man. I think he's so cool. I got this from that same like history type of kids book. Oh, I can't be touching these after I get them done. Make sure it's still good. Okay. So, I got these little things here, which I think look really cool. This is a napkin in the background here. And that's a bird. That's another napkin sitting on top of that. And then this is another piece I got out of that same kids like history book. And this kids history book is so beautiful. It's all colored pictures. It's a big, huge hardback book. It's really neat. And then what I wanted to do is make the whole picture the ocean. So I have this like script writing coming out of the ocean, and a bird's like just sitting on top of that script writing, and this is underneath the sea, this little shield, and he's just coming out of the water. So anyway, I think it turned out really cool. I like how that one turned out. And that was actually my first one. I think it looks pretty cool. And it almost looks like this too. It almost like this is the water and this is the sky. So this could actually be the sky and this could be the water. And the water just meets the sky. So, and that's the other thing she said, to tell people. I'm telling you what I see in here, but you know, you can look at this and see, you can see other things. So, that's what's kind of cool. Okay, let's look at this one. See what the lighting on it. Okay. That looks good, I think. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay. This, again, from that children's history book, I got this little Asian lady out. Stuck her there. Then this was from, like, I used to live in Arizona, at a place called Ahwatukee, and they had this magazine. I've been doing this forever. I've been collecting magazines and magazine pictures and doing nothing with them forever. This was from, like, I've had this picture in my stash for, like, 20 years. It's ridiculous. So I finally used it. This is like a little violin. And then there's a bird here, and then this is a rose at the bottom. And then I decided to paint some water in. So let's go up here. So I did a sky up here, put the clouds in, put my lady there. Now this violin, to me, see how it goes like this? It slopes up like this. Well, that looks like a hill or a mountain right there. So I went ahead and left it as I made it into a hill or a mountain and put little people there. You can see them. There's a little teeny people. Again, that's just a dot, and then go straight down from there. And then highlight them just a little bit with white. Or I could have done colors there too. From here, I just brought the water down as if it was coming like out of here, behind this little mountain part there. And just brought the water down, right down into the ocean down here, as you can see. I have the ocean kind of splashing up and splashing out over the roses that I put here. With some little bit you can see of music note paper there. But I just thought it'd be cool to have those roses there. And then I had the water splashing up, hitting the roses with little polka dots there. And I put a little bird on top of the rose. Very fantasy. So, I think that one turned out really cool. But you see, this is what I was talking about, seeing things up here after you put it together. Like, not just looking at it. Like, I'm going to get really close. Hopefully I can get really close so you guys can see those little people on that violin. Okay, yeah, you can. Like right here. See how this is a violin? Well, if you look at it, if it goes like this, look how it looks like a little mountain or a little hill. Right? So I just treated it as like a mountain or a hill and put the little people in. So, anyway, that's just saying, make sure you look for the little hidden treasures after you put all these things together and take advantage of them. Okay, this is the last one. Again, let me look at my camera. Okay, let me zoom back out a little bit. Okay. Okay, I love how this one turned out. This was, I think, my second one. Okay. This, again, I got out of that same children's history book. This, the shield, and that. I think all these pieces I got out of there. This one I might have got out of an Ireland or Irish book. No, it came from that history book too. All of this did. Okay, so I used my glazing medium, applied that, then I applied that over the Native American. Then this is like an African-like mask. I placed it there. Down here at the bottom was just some stones, like in water, but black and white. So I put that down there. And then this is like I think like a cathedral or a church or something. And then this was just a piece of paper that looked kind of like it could be a mountain. So I tore it off and put it right there. So I made this into like a little mountain right there. And then I put some paper in here that had these colors, these green and blue colors, so I made that into to a sky at the top. And then again on this little hill, when I tore the paper up, I kind of put in some more color, but then right here I saw that as like a little hill. So again, I put the little people right there. And then on top of this cathedral, here, I put the little people again, like they're walking on this little hill. So I treated the top of the cathedral like a little mountain. And then here, the waterfall comes splashing down, and I have it splashing a little bit over this, whatever you call it here. And then as the water splashes down, it splashes down over these rocks and splashes up onto the cathedral. And the waterfall goes right over the African mask. So I think I brought all these elements that were all separate all together as one, and I think it turned out pretty cool. So anyway, you guys, I wanted to show you that. You guys have to check out Dede Willingham's channel. Her stuff is awesome. Love her style, love her technique. You need to go to her. It's called Ustream. It just hit me. You have to subscribe to her station and then subscribe to Ustream. And she Ustreams usually on Mondays in the morning, 9 Eastern and 6 o'clock Pacific, which is where I'm at. But today she wasn't doing it today. But she either does it on Mondays, Wednesday, or Thursday. So you can always check in. And if you go ahead and subscribe and give her your email when you subscribe, they'll email you when she's going to be on. So anyway, I just want to share my art cards with you. This is my new obsession. Absolutely love these. I'm going to do another video right after this, you guys, because I went out looking for more magazines like I really needed them, but I just want to collect more, and I ran into a magazine sale. Oh my gosh, I was picking up these magazines for $1.50. So, watch the video after this. I'll show you my little mixed media haul, I guess I'll call it. Alright guys, talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.